5 long years since the war ended, and Arizona still feels colder than Normandy. I came home with silver leaves on my collar. Airborne Special Operations. They called me a hero. But every night, I still hear the voices beneath those burning skies. And every time I close my eyes, Mike fades away again. The whiskey burns like desert fire inside this shattered chest of mine. Old photographs and restless nights are all the war left behind. The desert wind outside my home sounds like echoes in the rain, and every shadow in this room still whispers all their names. I wake up shaking in the dark, reaching for the past once more. My wife says, baby, you're safe now, but my mind is still at war. I still smell the smoke, still feel the cold, still hear young voices breaking in the storm. God forgive me, I let boys into the fire, and I can't sleep anymore since that night in Normandy, when the flames consumed the sky and the darkness swallowed me. We came down through the midnight clouds, straight into the roaring storm, and I still see Lieutenant Mike fading in my arms. He looked at me with frightened eyes, like just a little child, and whispered, Momma, please save me. Then silence for miles. Now every drink, every dream, every lonely breath I take feels like punishment for one choice I shouldn't have made. And no medal, no parade can heal the wound inside, because a soldier called for his mother before he said goodbye. I was supposed to bring them home. That's what leaders do. But rank means nothing when a 19-year-old boy is trembling in your hands, calling for his mother. God, he never even closed his eyes. The newspapers called us brave. The town still waves those flags with pride, but they don't know the war still lives inside the men who survived. I drove across these desert roads, trying to outrun all the ghosts, but every highway leads me back to that forgotten coast. I hear the engines overhead, parachutes beneath the moon. Then chaos tears the night apart, and boys disappear too soon. If I had chosen Another road, another field, another night. Maybe Mike would have made it home. Maybe he'd still be alive. Maybe he'd hold his little girl. Maybe he'd kiss his wife. Instead his final prayer became the sorrow of my life. No, I can't sleep anymore. Not in peace, not in grace, because Normandy still burns behind this tired face. And every night that boy returns with trembling lips and fading light, calling for his mother in the middle of the night. So if heaven hears old soldiers, broken down and incomplete, tell Mike I'm still sorry, and pray someday this war inside me finally sleeps. Mama, please save me. Those were the last words I ever heard from him.